Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, family. Hope all of you are doing well. Welcome, welcome to our YouTube channel. Jordan's Gonna Go. Today, on this Sabbath, your Sabbath rest. If you are keeping the Sabbath and taking this time to rest, Shalom, Shabbat Shalom to you. Peace, wholeness, and restoration to you and your family. Today, I wanted to come on and share, and Doyle may come on with me at some point, but this is going to be like maybe a 4 or 5 teaching series, and maybe about 10, 15 minutes, no more than 20-minute max, on family matters, family conflict resolution. So I have my paperwork here, and I just want to talk about it. Family and the dynamics of family can be sticky, can be questionable, can be hurtful, disappointed, and then at the same time it can be joy, peace, love, and happiness. So if you're like me, you may have experienced in your family conflict, problems, division, discord, but how do you handle those things, right? So when you're in that situation, what do you do? How do you handle those situations when there is animosity or division or things that come up in the family that could potentially cause division, that could potentially disrupt the unity and disrupt the peace? What do we do as a people? What do we do? So I went back and I wanted to know, here in the West, we're quick to cut each other off. We're quick to, depending on the situation, we were quick to throw in the towel on certain things. It's selective. But I wanted to come on today and just have the conversation in the family, because I believe that in the West, for a lot of us, we've gotten away from the ancient way. We've gotten away from the old teachings. We've gotten away from the teachings and the traditions and the commands and the laws that was in our village, that was in our community, that was taught in our tribes, that was taught in our families, and we've adopted ways that are not of the ways that the Most High has for us. We've taken on attributes, actions, and the how-tos of other cultures that we're never supposed to entertain and be a part of as a set-apart people, as a chosen people. So we've taken on customs and traditions of another. So we want to talk about those things and help us to course correct. And please, I invite you to share and comment in your family. Is this something that you do, that your family practice and live out? And I know none of this will sound, it's going to sound very familiar to some. You may say, okay, yeah, we do this. And yeah, my family, we do this. Or we used to, we've gotten away from it. Or I've heard about it, but we never really walked it out and lived it out. In your family, you may have never seen this practice as how to resolve family conflict. And what does that resolution look like? So let's dive in and talk about it. So I went in and I said, because I had something personal that happened within my immediate family, which is another prompting of this. And I wanted to go to the word, and that's me. If the word be the word and the word be truth, let's go to the word and see what the truth is. And as I delved in to see what the word says, I looked and I was like, wow, what was our culture? What was our Hebrew culture? What was our heritage? What was the tradition? What was the ancient way of my ancestors? How do they do problem solving and conflict resolution? And if I am going to be a believer and practice and walk in the ways after Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, if I am going to practice and say I am a Christ follower and Christ lives in me, what were the ways of Yahusha? What were the practices of Yahusha? And I go into the word and I'm like, what was the ways in the Torah? So I look in and I said, what was the Paleo Hebrew culture? Because when I say go back, I meant go back, seek out the ancient path, the old way. Okay. So in Paleo Hebrew culture, meaning the ancient Hebrew mindset, rooted in the Torah and early scriptural traditions, family unity and reconciliation were core values. Family unity and reconciliation were core values, okay? Conflict resolution was guided by 4 things. 1, righteousness, and that is tzedakah, righteousness, tzedakah. 2, justice, mishpat. 3, always tempered with mercy, being chaste, mercy, chaste, and truth, emet. So we have tzedakah, mishpat, chaste, and emet. Righteousness, justice, mercy, and truth. So we're going to walk through the ancient righteous ways of handling family conflict, including the scriptural guidance and a sample prayer. So this is like the introduction of what I'll be sharing and coming along, talking about and discussing in this here. And I hope you will chime in and share your family dynamics. What does it look like in your family? How do you do family conflict resolution? So I want to talk about number 1, the foundation. In the family, shalom is the goal. This is one of the first things that I look for out of the gate. Are we all in agreement of pursuing peace? Do we want shalom? Is that the end goal? Are we genuinely and authentically interested in resolution that's going to end in shalom, in peace, in wholeness, in restoration? And if that's a no out the gate, what do we do? What do you do? So shalom has to be the goal. All right. So that's the foundation. Peace is the foundation. Wholeness is the foundation. Restoration is the foundation. We want to go for shalom. In the ancient Hebrew thought, shalom is not just justice, but wholeness, restoration, and harmony. Wholeness, restoration, and harmony. Does it lead to wholeness? Does it lead to restoration? Does it lead to harmony? All right. Conflict in families disrupts that shalom. And the righteous response is to seek restoration, not punishment or prolonged separation. Okay. So we will see in Psalms 34 and 14, if you have your Bibles and read along, it says, depart from evil and do good. Seek peace, seek shalom, and pursue it. Go after it. Okay? So here is the foundation. Ultimately, first and foremost, we want to pursue peace. We want to depart from evil and do good. The evil happened. So let's depart from that and let's move to doing good and seeking peace, seeking restoration, seeking wholeness, and seeking harmony. And this is the first part for family conflict resolution. Shalom. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. If this is your first time here, welcome to Jordan's Gonna Go. Bye.